Hello archaeologists, I'm John Proxy. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Myst 3 Exile adventure. It's been apparently a couple of months since I played Myst 3 Exile. I kept getting distracted on Fridays, and then I had some sort of priority games I needed to play. But I've not forgotten about Exile. I'm gonna complete it. But last stream I checked that it was only like 50 minutes. I was just completely dead to the world. And I know that that's the stream where I went to a new place. None of these are in the correct order, are they? That's annoying. We can see that these are from Pinball World. I was thinking what I would do is like load before the last place and just start that bit again. But that might not be possible. I'm just gonna... Okay, so it's Voltaic, right? That's the new place. Don't save. Let's say Voltbot, the center tower. If I load, if I happen to have two pieces of paper, which I don't there. Don't save. Because yes, if we go to Voltaic. Do I only have one Voltaic save? Well, surely I have a save before Voltaic. And it'll be the save that has those two pieces of paper. So I just have to load every single game that's in Dannon, and I'll find it. And maybe, hang on, it's got symbol 2 is obviously going to be correct, right? Because I got symbol 2. But you'd hope. Hello, lurker. Yeah, this is when numbered saves would be useful. How did I do this? Don't save. Lock. Mechanism. Fine. Symbols. No. Fine. Got symbol 2 will do. If we want to restart it, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to open up another one of these things. Hey, I might even have it on my phone. Is my phone nearby? No, I forgot to get it. I'll go grab my phone now, shall I? Right, it turns out my phone was literally next to me, and I searched around my room for a bit. Foolishly did that. But you know, searching around the room, I was getting practice as searching around the world of Exile. You know, everything I do is an effort to solve this game. I'm just gonna look through my photographs because I distinctly remember taking photographs of these. So presumably I did that and didn't delete them. I've got to go through the entirety of several different games worth of photographs because I use the phone for that purpose reasonably often. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, we do. And there's a picture of a cat. There you go. There's the picture of the cat. I'll call the cat Scruffy. It's my neighbour's cat. I think it likes to fight. Or it might not like to fight, but it gets into fights. Anyway, it seems like we have all these solved. Let's see which one is the place I've got to be. Now, I'm going to foolishly go back to the other ones just in case. But I'm fairly certain I know which one it is. It's definitely not that one, right? Because that's the first one I went to. So, don't have to worry about that one. We will ignore that world. Hang on. The shape should make sense, shouldn't they? That looks like a pinball world, so that would have actually been the second one I went to. Maybe I just didn't solve it first. Fair enough. Now there's a chance there's a puzzle I haven't solved to get to the third one. Which would be really annoying if I didn't have a save for that. It's entirely possible. It would be this one then, wouldn't it? Okay. So we're in the sort of unfortunate position. We have already solved this puzzle. So what I could just do... I may need to set this all up anyway. That would be kind of annoying. I may just have to load up my game. That's a shame. I wanted to just start at the start of this world. Because I've... Hang on. We'll save this as... Next to lock. We could have a... We could double check Junanin saves. No. To see how many pages we've got. But we literally just did that. I just don't want to do the entire set of puzzles again. How to do this? Hello, lurker. Got symbol 2 is what I just loaded from. Next to lock. It's John. I was like, oh, that looks promising. You've just saved that one. Don't save. Into P's. Symbols. No. Center tower. Okay, so we have two choices. We can either just carry on from here. I've clearly not done a lot here. Like, I could come out and come back in and see if I can remember the context of everything that's happened. Like, I'm already a bit confused about what I'm doing. That's the thing. Or I can redo. I'd really like to start from the start. Okay. I'll do a cut. I did have a lurker. And obviously I faff too much for the lurker. Which is a shame, but I'm a faffy person. What are we going to do? Fine. What I'm going to... No, I've already solved it, so I'll do a cut. I'm just going to resolve those puzzles, right? Right, it turns out I can't really, like, like get a solution to this puzzle because it's turn them until the light's facing the right direction. So I've just had to redo this entire puzzle. But, like, you can look in the mirrors and it tells you where to go, right? Which I don't think is a thing I did. I just sort of eyeballed it last time. But yeah, this bit's done. Again. So, couldn't really get any help with that. But I have written down the sequence that I need to press. Which is also something I'd figured out before, so. There we go. So now we have some rainbow colours. Maybe the buttons would have worked without it, which is something I didn't actually consider. So, yellow, blue, green, red, purple, red, Did I do that wrong? Yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red. There we go. And I've got a photograph of the solution to this. I can look at it again. Not the picture of the cat, John. Which symbol is this? It's like a wing, okay. Let's see if I've got this right. About there. About there. About there. And there. Well, it's close. Right, that's correct. That's definitely correct. Oh, have I got... No, ooh. Okay, I've got these two confused. There we go. Right, we'll save now at the start of Voltaic. Start of Vault. Cool. Let's. I've got some delicious drink available. The night is young. It's youngish. It's 10 o'clock, but let's go into Voltaic. Do I have sound? I do. We are going to start by going backwards, I think. We're not going to start by going backwards, that's the entire thing. We're going to start by going forwards. What a much better idea. This all looks like it spins and stuff. Well, there's the way home. To Jnanin. This appears to require some sort of it requires something. I don't know what's up with this direction. Now we have investigated this. Now we can go back the other way. Come back, lurker. I've finished faffing now. Mad. I mean, I've not. I'll never fully. Oh, look, it did come back. The faff is never truly gone, but let's. I don't know what they're doing for the stability of these. Like, I understand that this is a sort of makeshift platform. We'll use what materials we have at hand. I don't know what those pipes are doing. I'm assuming they took apart a ship. Built these ledgeways. Right. We have ourselves a direction to step into Let's step into this direction, shall we? We'll go inside. I'm being a little bit... Ooh, a bit piece of... Did I get... I guess we could use the... No, I can't read the book until it's basically near the end of the game. Because it's incomplete. This one isn't, though. This one's incomplete. I'm so tired. I can barely think right now, but I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I link back to Denis, I was besieged by requests for my assistance. Master Tamon wanted to consult of which stone cutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in this new age would be difficult to sound. Homer and Exile needed my opinion about a new history they had uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? There were so many questions needing answers, I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma. I think I may have read this last time, but of course, because I've loaded a game. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who encouraged the Denis to start over. Naturally, they would look to me to keep moving in the direction, unless some other forces stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had thus far been ignoring. All this time, I'd been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework for this age. You know what? It reminds me of what's going on. There is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility, and an age based solely on the mutual dependence on nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. I don't think that's how that works, yet I think nature naturally comes to an equilibrium whatever you do to it, unless you, I guess, completely kill it. Yet to continue to grow as people, Denis civilization needs both occasional upheavals followed by periods of balanced stability. I did definitely read this before because I definitely said before that is inaccurate. That's how proposed evolution actually happens, not as a sort of steady climbing a mountain, but as rapid periods of progression and then long moments of stability. So that's good. It does mean I've definitely read this though, so I'm going to leave it to there and read that next entry. Next time we decide to read some stuff. Put the book down. How do I go back? Okay, we've gone back. Haha. Let's go forwards. So in this might be the door that I'm behind in the other save. So it looks like I've not unlocked that yet. Let's continue down this path, which is longer than I was expecting. But I'm hoping I'm not missing buttons. That's how Riven got me. They put buttons and stuff in these corridors. We have ourselves something worth photographing, I think. Actually, let's move my cursor off. Oh, I can't. Okay, fair enough. Then that photograph will do. That is. Call that 5. We'll call that sun. Bridge. Water. Spring. I don't know. We'll see if we can find some context for that. We have a couple of directions now. We're hearing water. We're seeing water as well. And yet another locked room. We cannot go down there, so we want to drain the water. You know what? I'm going to utilize the new technology I have, which is... let's add the screen a second. I'm going to jump to here. Copy. Actually, it doesn't really matter. But, alright, yes, you can see. Want to empty water to go down. Right, so I made myself a note on the screen there. I can make that invisible if I want to. But yeah, we want to empty the water to go down. That hopefully will make some sense to me if I don't finish it this week, which, you know, not that unlikely. Let's return back the other direction. Interesting. Okay, this, I assume, was a part of what I solved before. Which is fair enough. Alright, well, that we may have just solved that little thing in record time. Well, I'll get rid of the note then, eh? Right, I may have literally solved this last time we played, but I forgot, and I wasn't expecting to immediately solve a situation. Okay, I'm trying to get my bearings. Where would that be? Right. I don't know. I feel like I'll move it back down. I'm guessing it's been blocked by... Who knows? Is there anything else? No. Cool. Might be that. It might be that. I don't know. We can make that go up and down. That seems like a good state for the to be in. Okay, well, it didn't like me doing that. That made an ouch noise, didn't it? Ooh, we have the sun. Cool. So we've turned the power off, as you can see there. Let's bring the water back. Hello. Hello, button. Thank you for the follow. Didn't even know there were any viewers here. Welcome. You got a cool snail as well. You got a green one, like a forest snail. I've not designed all the snails, what they do yet. I'm gonna go down here. Gonna push that up, and then I'm gonna turn the turbine back on and see if that does. Because it did a crunch, and crunch is a bad sound. But if it's already up and then I do the thing, I'm curious as to what will happen. So now I'm turning the turbine back on. I'm hoping, because the game made that a little bit difficult. Well, you know, it wasn't accommodating. It's a good sign. Right. Yeah! I don't know. Oh! Haha! Right, I'm going to use this opportunity. Drink some tea. Right. I'm going to add some tea in my tea so I can drink some tea while I drink some tea. Also, it's gone a bit cold. There we go. Cool. We have officially progressed beyond the Thunderdome. Yes, but beyond where I sleepily couldn't even get past last time, so that's good. Let's step towards the door. One of those lights is on. Can we open the door? We can. Wonderful. Awesome. That's neat. This is visually a very cool lounge. Oh, no, it got grumpy that I walked away. Let's open the door again. Step through. Yeah, that's neat. Let's celebrate by reading an entry from the book. It's only a small one. Catherine surprised me today. Apparently, while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Myst by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful. More than ever now, I'm convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I've written this new age for the Denis, I'll put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. And the next entry is quite a long one by the looks of it. Oh, it's the end of the book. Alright, let's finish the book. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time I've been struggling to describe the perfect age for the Denis, and I have considered and then rejected several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how Denis civilization will grow. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. Oh, I remember that guy. He was a right bastard. He shot me. He shot me after I helped him. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Sensing my indecision about this new age, she led me on... I thought that was an open bracket. Who's led? Led me on a walk around Denis. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruins harbour district. As I watched my Denis kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves. Don't know why I'm pointing at my chin. I'm trying to rest, but regardless of what age I write, it was weird to have a comma and then end with an exclamation mark. It's just weird sentence structure. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. Because what thought is he thinking? It doesn't matter, John. You get what it doesn't. Fine, just continue. I no longer I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces I should make prevalent in the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the descriptive book, enough so that the Denis people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. As grandmother, just a new family member to turn evil, often pointed out to me when we spoke about the ages back on Myst, balanced systems stimulate civilizations. My gran was like that as well. I was like, can I have some cake, gran? And she just wouldn't stop going on about... my brother studied Blood Omen. She wouldn't stop going on about how our civilizations are balanced by balanced systems. Just all day. All night. Just constantly talking about... It's right. This is a family book, writers, John. It's not the same. At last, I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Well, I guess they discovered the technology. I should probably reread everything. At last I feel I'm ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I'm eager to begin, and I've already come up with the perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine could tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled on excitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw it enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she linked back to Myst. Seeing the name Shannon emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish I was to have completely forgotten it. I think after I finish this work, I should take one final trip, if only to restore an old fool's memories. You should have visited it before. You left bloody matey Jim there. Forgotten his name. Hang on. Oh, we have page 1. I'm hoping it's got his name. No, I've forgotten his name. I've forgotten the actor's name and the real person's name. Let's go down. We've held back long enough. Cool. We have a place. Some sort of monitor. There he is.
This morning I woke up and I couldn't picture Tamara's face. The little line at the corner of her lip that pulls her whole mouth down when she smiles, the flutter in her eyelashes. I tried so hard to picture her in my mind, put her down on paper as if that might bring her back. I couldn't do it. Atris, I'm not you.
I'm sorry, buddy. You haven't punished Atris, because you should know by now Atris doesn't send anyone. He doesn't go anywhere himself. He just sends a random stranger to do it. Anyway, let's. Are these interactable? Okay, thankfully not. However, I might want to pay attention to the fact that they exist. Or not, we'll see. Right, I'm just gonna... They appear to be just light bulbs. So I've been primed to just look at everything now. Which I guess is the point. Cool. Wait, how did I get in? Oh, I went down a ladder. It's so easy to accidentally go down those ladders. I don't know what purpose this room serves yet. We've turned the power on, haven't we? Oh, I should know what that means. It's a number, isn't it? Hang on, I literally... I failed at a lot of Riven, but I did... Actually, no, I didn't figure out the number. No, I didn't realise the toy was the numbers. But after I had the toy numbers, I did figure out the entire numbering system all by myself. It's like the one thing I was able to accomplish. Hang on. Oh, so I'm peering into the machine? Okay. Yeah. Oh! No. No, that looks like a puzzle. I can do puzzles. Puzzles are fine. Oh, no, put it back. Yes! The numbers. Okay. I mean, they're probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been a while, to be honest. I'm afraid just Riven was just too smart for me. I find like people who really love Riven, I think find Exile a bit easy. Exile's more my speed. I've been able to actually solve puzzles in Exile. Okay. I'm just gonna line things up. Right, it might not line up in a way that I would find satisfying. Noted. It's probably... Okay. I don't think I've got enough context for this. I should definitely try and remember what these numbers mean. You see, I solved it on a whiteboard. No, I didn't. I solved it in Paint. Because I can write on my screen in Paint. Okay, so I know one thing I know. Obviously, I know that these three and these three shift the 3 rings around. I'm assuming once all the rings are in the correct place, something will happen. We should double check there isn't a button I should press. But I don't actually... Oh, hang on. I know what this place is. I'll come back to here. We haven't finished exploring the island, so let's do that. But I recognise this place from the map. This is the 5 room. Which now presumably has power. So if we return to the map. I may or I may not have enough context to solve that. Who knows, we'll find out. But I think it's worth exploring the rest of the place anyway. I distinctly remember there being more. Hopefully we don't need to unsolve anything. I love that this spins you around. Okay, here's the map. Yes, okay, so we have powered the 5 room, and it looks like I'm going to need to power the next 3 rooms. Which sort of tells me I should just go back and solve that now. But I'm not going to. I'm going to first explore the rest of the place. I'm going to foolishly click through without checking to see if I've missed anything. That has not been opened, but I think we can open that. There was a place we did not go, and I'm going to go there next. Also, I'm going to save my game. Start a lock too? That'll do. I should do that more often. Yeah, this... I don't recognise this, so... Well, somebody's bought themselves a didgeridoo. Keep going this direction first. Actually, no. I've changed my mind. Is this a lift? It's a lift with no power. Okay. Let's continue in this direction. Try not to click too fast, John. Now, no power might mean I just have to go to the 5 room. The Penta room. Solve that puzzle. Okay, oh, this is going to be a whole thing, isn't it? See, if this was an escape room... I mean, I get that escape rooms have had, like, 20 years of existing to understand. But there's a thing with escape rooms where people accidentally try and break stuff, and people have to go, no, stop doing that. That's a thing that breaks. And, like... You totally try and break a lot of things in this situation. I guess that's the advantage of computer games, is that you just don't let people break stuff, because that would be a terrible game. Okay, so that opens, right? That goes like that, or something like that. So it's like a light bridge. That's where we came from, John. This is the lift, right? Valves. Hoping I've returned them all. Okay. I don't remember this at all. Step onto the surfboard. We have a couple of directions. Just pick one, John. Is this a shortcut back to the start? Or is this an entirely new place? Okay. He hasn't escaped my notice that there's like several directions I've not seen back there. Okay, that's... I think it is where we... Or it's just outside from a different angle. I think that's it. There's a lot to this area. So... I liked the pinball area a lot more than the forest area. I think the forest area, I also had somebody talkative on to help me out in the forest area, but it was just really difficult to know what to click on. Whereas this is a lot more cleaner. But the pinball area is just like pure puzzles, and that's where I'm going to shine the most. I would feel very nervous about stepping out on here. Okay, yeah, so that... Is that the thing that opens? Yeah. On a spine. Be very careful about going through here too quickly. I get with Riven that it's all one big coherent world, and like you just spend months just exploring this island. I understand that's the call to that sort of game, but like these slightly more contained places are a little less overwhelming. I mean, even this place is slightly overwhelming. I've not even finished exploring that direction. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. We want to try and eliminate directions. Hello, button. Yeah, that wouldn't have been fun. Did they actually do that with... I guess these would have been on discs as well. It's been so long. I started this because my brother had the original Myst game when I was like 12 and I was too young for it. Oh, there we go. We almost missed that. Yeah, there's a different numbering system in this land. But it did mean when I replayed Myst 1... like a year or two back, not knowing there would be a VR version come out, or a remake, when I replayed that, I knew that the two dudes were evil and not to do their final pages. I mean, obviously I did, because I wanted to see those endings anyway, but... Okay, let's... There's this up here, we want to... explore... Oh, okay, no, that's just the ladder we didn't quite internalize. Fair enough. Oh, it's a broken bridge. We might have actually explored everything. I don't know if I have or not. I'm just going to go back down. Oh, yeah, there's the valves. Yeah, okay. So we might have actually explored everything. I'm just going to remind myself. Okay, I think that's everything. That's strange, because I feel like I found myself a room last time. And I've not seen it since. So there's the bridge we crossed earlier. There's left. Okay. Fair enough. I might have... Did it branch out anymore? Oh, here. Did we check in here? Is this is where we came from, right? Okay, so this is going to take us to the start. I get that. Yep, I can hear the water. Fine. Okay, cool. As far as I'm concerned, we've generally explored everywhere but one place. And that's where we started. That's on there, so maybe this does something different. Clicking fast, which is a foolish idea. We need power. Fair enough, this is probably a place represented on the map. This is probably what I called the coil. Fair enough, cool. That's all making sense. Let's go crawl up the pipe again. That just takes me to the water. That takes me to the room that I swear I know how to open and forgotten. And the water place, the penta room. This, I don't know what this is yet, but... Again, it might just be missing power. Okay, cool. But let's make sure I've not just walked past an important button. Incredibly easy for me to do. Surfboard there. This definitely feels openable. But yeah, we're also missing a lift up or and down. And of course, broken bridge. Yeah, something to do with it. Okay. That says no. Huh. Well, I'm glad I spotted it. There's no pressure on this, is there? Otherwise it would notice I spun those. Okay, and those would go doop. Okay, cool. Re-examined lot of places. We found a button we missed, which is good. That'll help us out. Now we'll crawl along here again. Why does it give me access to this? Probably just to let me see things. Alright, let's foolishly dive on in. Pour some tea on my desktop. That's good. That was great, John. That was a great idea. Okay. Feeling a little claustrophobic. I'm very much reminded of a moment in Myst where I just didn't see there was a ceiling bit open. Okay, yep. This is what I would have... So, during my last stream, which was about a month ago, I played for 50 minutes and then was just knackered because my sleep schedule had been completely wrecked. So the only thing I achieved in that stream is I opened this door, which we'll note now takes me to this corridor, which we recognise, of course. And I knew how to move the water up and down and do the turbine thing. I didn't realise that I needed the thing up. That's something I figured out just, you know, an hour ago, whenever the hell that was. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Huh. It's a weirdly kinetic button. He seems to be covering something, so let's uncover. I don't think I noticed that before either. I probably did that and didn't pull it all the way up. All the way up again? Well, that's probably a better thing. I don't know where that is, but I mean, we could probably try and figure it out. Oh, hang on. It's that side. Do we know what we did? I'm not seeing where the counterpart would be. Oh, hang on. We can go down. What do you mean, oh, hang on, we can go down? No, John, that is new. That's probably a better position. Let's go down. Huh. Okay, alright, it's this room here. Cool. Oh. So, I'm, in my spare time, I'm making myself a game, making a puzzle game. Doesn't look like it's a puzzle platformer. If you want to ever make a puzzle game, I wouldn't recommend making it a platformer, because it turns out you need to build an entire platformer. And platformers are difficult because they require lots of kinetic movement and collision rules. But there's one principle that I understand about puzzles, or at least I think I understand about puzzles, which is somebody must give this a name. I don't know what the name of this would be. But let's say you're playing a game and you enter a room, and you see an exit, something that vaguely looks like an exit, and you see two switches. One of the switches is close to you, one of the switches is far away. Which switch do you pull first? Now, there's no punishment for pulling them in either order, but which will you, a puzzle player, go to first? And I posit that as a puzzle player, you're going to always go to that faraway switch first. Maybe the context is this switch opens the door, this switch turns the power on. Context could be anything, right? It's a puzzle game. But it's never going to be this switch then that switch. It's always going to be the far then the near, because otherwise you're just going in a linear line, and that's not a puzzle. Oh, why doesn't this work? Oh, it's because I've not done that. But of course, and this the reason I mention it is because I just did that. I just clicked on, oh, there's a button. Why doesn't it work? Because I didn't click the second button first. And you'll see that puzzle everywhere. Like, I didn't invent that. That's in loads of games. But a good way of hiding that, of course, is to put it in an entirely separate room. I don't know if it's actually true, of course. If my assessment is indeed correct. Like, now I can't even seem to leave this room, so... That's weird. I wasn't expecting that at all. But it did give me a good opportunity to remember that. Okay, interesting. Not what I was expecting. Why does... Oh, because that needs to be... That's a lift. Okay. I somehow did not see this. I was clicking. Did I walk straight? Hang on, what? I must have walked past it. Yeah, I'm going to press this again. Something's a bubbling. Oh, the room's got lava in now. Huh. I don't know if that's the state I want this room to be in. I'm just going to investigate a little bit more just in case. But lava room seems promising. You'd think there'd be some residue. Just want to double check there's nothing more I can do with this room. If it just puts it back. Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Okay, well, that convection would... That would... Yeah, we'd be in a lot of pain right now, right? Haha! I was like, will it suicide via lava? Or will it give me something new? It gave me something new! Cool. I have done something. Okay, we want the noise. Okay. It's interesting that it lets us cancel that though. Okay, and generator's still running. Feels like now it feels like I've actually achieved something. Let's save that. Yeah, that's spinning. It doesn't. Okay, so these both control the same thing. You just don't have the ability to move that across from in here. Cool. Let's climb up there. I kind of wish. Have way, John. Ah. Would I have been able... Let's load my game. Would I have been able to... Don't save. Just want to check. This might be too far back. If it is, I'll just load my game. I could get that pretty quickly, I reckon. I just want to check to see if I could have walked to the end of the corridor. What I'm assuming is I've turned this, you know, that lava pipe or whatever that is. But I just want to see very quickly. Not this way, John. Which way is it? It is that way. Yeah. Because potentially I have to grab an object first. And I need to know that. No, it doesn't look like I can open that. Cool, let's load our game. I thought I lost the game then. Cool. We can... Don't really need to though. Is it up? What's the light? Just to be neat and tidy, we'll close this after ourselves. something. Is it this pipe here? Cool. That's a good sign. Let's read a bit of book. We have page 1. I think. How did I get that far in the book? 1, 5. Okay, now we'll read that bit. No, John, just read the bit of the book. It's coming back to me now. Slowly, the knowledge of who I am. How long I've been trapped here. So much of it is blurry. Whole blocks of time still floating in the fog that eats my mind. But if I concentrate, I get pieces of it back. It was the dream that first helped me remember. I was lying in the reeds near the tusk. I don't know for how long or how I get here. I'm staring at the sky, seeing a man grow out of the cliff, first his head, then his shoulders, then his torso. Sunlight rims his body like a halo. I cannot move. I think that death has finally come for me. The man stands on the cliff with a book in his hand, staring down at the lagoon as if something made him sad. I wanted to call out to him, to tell him it was me he's come to find, but my mouth is dry. I can't remember any words. Before I think to stand, he opens his book, puts his hand on the page, fades to dust. I thought he was a dream. It was only later, hours, weeks later, that I find his swirling book atop of the cliff. And when I reached down... Oh, so he did visit, he just didn't see. When I reached down to grab it, it was real. The frog tried to swallow me, and then there I held on to the firm reality of the book. I did not let it. I did not let the numbness steal my mind. Savaro, that's his name. Okay, we'll leave it there. That seems like it's a reasonable next number. Why not? I'm hearing valves. That's a good sign. I'm assuming the first valve is this valve. And I'd be wrong. All my confidence is drained. You don't need to test them all, John. What am I missing? What have we turned on? We could go back and see... Oh, we still want to open that up, I think. The lift? Maybe the lift works? I keep thinking I have the... a way of opening that already, and I've just missed it. No. Okay. How do I get to there? Down the left, John. It's down the left. Of course it is, yeah. Well, there's probably a reason why it suddenly gives me access backwards, actually. Like it's gone, hey, here's a generator, and here's a door next to the generator. You're going to probably want to go to one of these two places. Hang on. That's the start, John. So we'll check out the map. Check out the Penta room again. I don't think there's any reason for me to go down anymore. No. No, let's just open that door. Very nice. I'm not... I must be missing something over back there, though. I'll have a better look. But this gives me a good opportunity to look at this puzzle again, you know? There's a bunch of wires coming out. Isn't there? Yes, there is. Okay. So it's a circuit. I get that it's a circuit board. But I have no earthly idea what wires you're trying to line up. Like, do we want left and right, up and down? And I'm trying to get some clues from these wires. Because 5 wires go into here. And they go up to the top there. And we can sort of see them. They go in the 5 different directions. We're trying to spread power around the facility, I assume. And I know we're looking at the opposite wall. I get that. But other than that, I'm not feeling any context clues from this place on how to go about this puzzle. So this is presumably the opposite side. You know what? There is a clue, and it's these goddamn numbers. So let's assume the numbers are in a logical pattern, i.e. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? Because it'd be the ribbon symbol. Or is ribbon 2? Because ribbon's an actual word. to divide. And look, that's doing that. So if that's... maybe that's 2. I can't remember the numbers. And that would be 1. Or was that the... yeah. Hang on. No. That'd be 1. That'd be 2. I uninstalled Riven. I didn't realise I'd need Riven knowledge. That'd be 3, I'm assuming. That'd be 4. That'd be 5. And 6 would be a plus. I believe. That does make sense. I'm going to assume that's correct. It also kind of makes sense that 1 would be the first one you encounter. And it does kind of look like a 1 as a sort of helpful hint. I don't know if that's right, but I'm guessing. So, why are they numbered 1 to 5? I don't know. What sort of patterns can we make with this? Here's one thing. There are 3 nodes at the top and 2 little things, and you cannot line them both up. I'm assuming there are 10 different directions they can be in. Huh. Okay, it turns out you can line that one up. Maybe you can line them all up? Wouldn't that make it too easy? We'll double check. It's kind of interesting that the top, these, like, 4 of them always seem to be correct. Okay, never mind. Is that all 5 of them? Cool. It's making a buzzing noise. Oh, the power. Awesome. I see why it's called Voltaic. Right, we've spread the love around. Also the power. Let's have a look at the map. Did I pass the map? The map is probably in a different corridor. This is the... Hang on. No. This is a second corridor. Up here, John. There we go. We have turned whatever those two places on. But we're still missing a place, which is interesting. Cool. Let's go to the beginning. Although that might literally be the one place that wasn't done. I mean, we can check pretty quickly. It's a good sign. That's a bad sign. Let's go to the other place then. See if the lift works. Okay, we've been doing good. The thing about the pinball world is I did like the pinball world, but also quite a lot of the puzzles are like, oh, you need this sequence, and I'm like, oh, I get that, but I'm also going to have to spend an hour checking every single combination to get there because I was too dumb to figure out a quicker way of doing it. Like, I know there's hang on. There's a puzzle my brother once told me and I figured it out, which was something like you have a bunch of barrels and they all have like a certain amount of water in or something, I don't know. And you've got a weighing machine and you need these barrels. You have like 10 barrels. And you can weigh as many as you like at a time. You only want to use the weighing machine like twice. How do you figure out which barrel has the special juice in or something? And the answer is to like, instead of weighing every single one, you weigh half of them, then another half, and then you kind of cut them in half. There's like, I can't remember the puzzle, so obviously I can't remember the solution. But the point is, there's a logical way of getting a lot of information about lots of different things at once, without going individually, because you can cross-reference everything with everything else efficiently. And I'm sure that's probably how I was supposed to do with Exile. But the problem is, every time you do something in Exile, in the pinball world, there's just like a 10-minute fucking animation. And it's brilliant when you finish the pinball place, because you're like, it's really satisfying. Like, that's possibly one of my favourite moments in the Myst series. But like, fuck me, just seeing the goddamn pinball and not being able to skip that particular piece of animation. You're like, not that one. We'll try this combination then. And you're like trying to learn, but also you have to wait quite a long time for the. Whereas this land, it doesn't have any of that. I mean, I like that. I like not having to wait 40 minutes to do a solution to a puzzle. I passed the. Potential lift. I knew it was work because the camera didn't do a weird thing. Awesome. Let's open the blast door, the light door. Yeah! It's, an iris, isn't it? Ooh. Iris says, no. You have not done it. You've got to do valvey things. Fine, we'll do valvey things first. I don't want the world or something. Nope, don't remember the lyrics of that Goo Goo Dolls song. Because I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to hold my hand. Something like that. Don't want the world to see me. Maybe I do remember the lyrics. Maybe I just can't sing them convincingly while kind of not being very loud, because it is almost... Well, it's 20 past 11. Also, I definitely shouldn't be singing on stream. Valve. Valve says no. That's interesting. You'd be... I would expect that to wobble a bit if it was active, but that's interesting. What have I not done? Because we can turn that on now. We've got the lava. What am I missing? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum. You know, I've got an idea. We'll stop humming Nanaki's theme. Da, 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 da. No, you said you'd stop. The only thing I haven't done, I guess, is, again, I'd expect this to move if these indeed had any effect at all. So I'm not sure what the lava got me. I feel like these pipes are now doing stuff. And I don't know what the electricity got me, apart from getting this lift working. But at least the electric did do a tangible thing. I mean, there's a chance I have to turn the lava off, then open it, and then turn the lava on. Well, no, if that's the solution, I'd be quite grumpy. I did have to do that with the water, though. That's the only thing I can think of. Ooh, there we go. Notes though, that's good. I completely missed those. It's also, why does it let me connect the door here? I'm going to remind myself what's actually on the other side of this door. So it does give me a quick way back here. I feel like that's not useful. No, it's not. Oh, hang on. I did not noticed this before. They're not happy about that fire. Okay, well, I can undo this, so. No, I didn't. That's the one thing I didn't want to do. Of course, now I hope it works. It wouldn't be my favourite solution to a puzzle ever, though. Let me tell you that. It doesn't quite follow the two-lever principle, because I could have done them. I could have easily done them in the opposite order, unless there's an element I don't realise determining the order that I could have done these things in. What I should have done was made a save before I fiddled around with this lava. But it appears turning the lava off didn't make any difference. So I still don't actually know what the lava does. I mean, I keep calling it the lava, but that button. I don't know what that button does. So before we put it back, we're in a position where we have power, but no I guess, heat. And you'd think the heat from the lava would be going through those pipes. But this is doing nothing. The needle's not moving. Okay, I must be missing something. I'm going to turn the heat pipes back on. Because there's no reason to have them off, to be honest. Maybe there's like something jamming it, but yeah. I may have saved it before, but I guess it's not terribly difficult just to go there and do it again. Yeah, we could just load our game. What was it called? Power. Because I believe we've not achieved anything since this. And we know what this did. This should do two things, though. So we'll find what the second thing that this did was. Right? So this brings power to... that. I don't know what these symbols mean. Hang on. No, yeah, I want to understand those symbols. The sun was the first one I did. So the sun I got by turning on that turbine. Oh, so it's not a sun. It's not a sun. It's a windmill. It's a water mill. It's a water turbine, whatever. I'm assuming that's water that I'm seeing. These are pipes. I'm assuming that's what gives me access to the lift. I don't know, let's go back to the start and see if that's what that is. But yes. We were doing quite well. But it appears I've hit a bit of a wall. And I suspect it's just because I've just not noticed a thing I can interact with. But again, we can see right there that that's turning. That... what is that? I mean, I might want to change the water level again. I don't... Is that a place I can see from the other side? It probably is, actually. I'm curious about that little bridge. Yeah, there's probably a reason why the power's not going here. Let's assume that this is the thing that's not receiving power. Makes sense. Maybe that's that. They both have those pipes drawn on. Like, it appears to be going there. It's just not lit for some reason. It's that, isn't it? That's the start. Because the power's on now, we might not need it. No, that turns everything off. I'm gonna very quickly check the start, though. That's what we can see from the start. Kind of looks like we want the water to go down more. Went the wrong way, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I'm not seeing how having no power would help us in any situation. It is the thing the game allows us to turn it on and off. There's that. I mean, obviously we need power for this lift, but I'm just going to test it. But valves don't require power, do they? So maybe we just need the power off of something valvey. I don't know. It just feels like I've not seen one important element that I need to see. I was gonna say, is that goddamn? No, it's not. something. I'm missing something. And I have a horrible feeling it's a quote-unquote obvious thing as well. And I'm looking, trying to see. Because it might be just something that I've rushed past. Oh, this doesn't even require power. That turns that fan on. Well, at least we can interact with this without power. We'll turn the power back on. That lets the lava in. Do we want lava in this room? Because maybe it's just not pumping. So I turned on the turbine, but I didn't have the lava in the room. That makes sense. We want to turn the power back on as well. So there's now lava in the room. Okay, there's bubbling. I'm going to assume that seems good to me. Let's quickly turn the power back on as well, because there's no reason to actually have that off. Now let's play with the valves. Wrong way, John. I can hear I can hear bubbling. That's a good sign. Yeah. Okay. There's a logical way about going about this, and I'm not going to do the logical way. I'm too lazy to engage with my brain. Hang on. Fine, I'll do the logical thing. You can't skip. So 4 is currently doing 10. Um, 3. Seems to do 10 or 9.5 as well. 2. 5. Does 11. 1. Do 1 for a second, John. One does 10 as well? Hey, at least we're on a puzzle now. Oh no, what I'm talking about, that's 0. That 4 is off. Isn't it? John, think of well they release the pressure, don't they? This is full pressure? And all of them on would be the least amount of pressure. Just want to make sure that does. We'll just call 110 anyway. 110. be 10. I might be thinking about this all wrong. Okay, so instead we should think about it as first 10. Okay, so that's 0. No, John. That has to be 0. Why is there such a big chunk? I'll see what happens if I try and open the door now. That wasn't unpredictable. So potentially, I keep thinking about it like a puzzle from the first game, where you have the right combination of things, and then it'll work. But it's interesting that it's just not letting me touch the fourth one. The numbers that it's showing me aren't helping me out. Okay, that's one away. Or 1.5 away. That's 1 away, or 1.5 away. Like that all seems to do the same thing. I still don't know what that does. Like, what is the purpose of that? Wait, what? Well, that's something different. But now I'm just trying every single combination. It doesn't really feel like solving a puzzle if I'm having to try every single combination. I'm trying to learn stuff. Maybe... no. What I'm assuming is I have to engineer the situation where I can turn that. Because the only... if I do it with none... okay. If I do them with all three... that does have an effect. And when I say it does have an effect, it does nothing, which is new. So I'm assuming the reason it does nothing is because there's no gas to get there. Okay, what about if we turn the lava off, then turn that? Or has that always been stuck? We're going to save here. On the power 2. We're going to turn the lava back off. The lava is now off. I want to see if I can move that final one. I cannot. Why can I not? What is holding this back? Because that seems to be important. That I can't move that. It seems very important.